All right, so Artist Way, we are done. 12 weeks. It is so hot here in London right now. It's like I feel like it's about 30 degrees and it's quite late. So it's like 11 p.m. on a Sunday evening. Water. Oh, it's fresh. So, yeah, let's see if I can adjust my desk so we can get a interesting angle. Like just scanning my body. All right, sick. Okay, so yeah, it's been a wild 12 weeks. I can't believe it's passed so damn fast. You've probably seen my hair grow throughout the stages. I cut it recently as well. Um, but yeah, man, I'm in a really decent place in my creativity. Definitely way better than I was starting it, which is quite interesting because I don't know. I think I was maybe inside I was a little bit skeptical about the journey that this would take me on and knowing if it would sustain. And it's really funny because I think it's pushed me in ways that I didn't quite imagine. I thought I would be, writing scripts and novels and coming up with film ideas. And yes, I've been delving into that stuff, but I guess more so it's been music stuff, which is still storytelling at the end of the day. But I just want to show you for future Ravi something really cool that I got recently. So I got the Godfather notebook, which has like Francis Ford Coppola's, notes about. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, it's his notes about the making from book to screen. Usually you say script to screen, but he modeled it from the book and then created a film script. And man, that film is just one of my favorites. So I'm really excited to dig into that. The next 3 days, I'm seeing Lord of the Rings, all three of them in the cinemas at Cineworld with my girlfriend, and it's because Cineworld are having this thing where they're replaying all of the reboots. So like they're playing Whiplash and loads of different films. But recently I saw There Will Be Blood again, and that was the first time in cinema. It was pretty sick. And yeah, so now I get to see the films that inspired me to want to be a filmmaker in the next 3 days. So what a way to fucking end this journey, honestly, because sorry, I say end this journey, but like finish the artist way and continue more creativity in different ways and potentially continuing artist pages where I feel necessary. Potentially continue. I think artist dates like 100%, and I think artist pages, morning pages where I feel stuck. I think it can really benefit me. So yeah, without waffling on so much, yeah, what do I feel like right now? I feel like I understand creativity as an attitude. I feel like it's not what I used to think it was, which is sit down and try to think of a genius idea. It's just so stupid now that I think of it. That's such a like unplayful, unlife fulfilling way to create something when you can just, I guess how I like to think of it is you go fishing in the stream of consciousness and you dip down to sort of play with any ideas that might be down there. And that's the way I like to see art. So I tend to judge my art less now, and I think that was due to a mix of this book, 100%, and also Osho's book on creativity. That really helped me see that, which is really funny because I finished Osho's book on creativity in March time, just before I started going into the artist way, and that had inspired me to write my first song. And obviously, continuing the artist way, I've written two more songs. I've had this commitment challenge where every month I have to make something, and I'm really happy with the way they're sounding. I've got a guitar teacher now, so we're learning bits and bobs. Yeah, man, I think like I definitely know what it means when artists say that they find their art to be therapy. I used to think that was kind of wishy washy and like, oh, to make art therapy, you have to make it about your life and stuff like that. No, not really. I made a song about a guy being stalked and nearly kidnapped, and for somehow when I recorded that and released it, it did something. It felt like I was expanding, and yeah, I just felt really surprised by I guess the talent that I didn't know I had, and also the playfulness that I didn't know I had as such. So yeah, amen to that. Looks like I'm drinking. It's just water. So anyway, uh, Yeah, I've been sober all this year as well, which is crazy. I don't know if I mentioned that in any of these videos. Like, I haven't since September last year, so it's been like nearly 9 months now, I think, or it's been over that. But yeah, since that time, I haven't drank, I haven't smoked, I haven't used any drugs. That was due to some health reasons, and I'm so glad that I was able to do this program without being on those substances. Um, I feel like it really gave me a full shot at just going for it. So yeah, thank you. I've been going through ups and downs. I'm probably sure you've seen. I don't know. I don't know who I'm talking to still, but yeah. Anyway, if you've seen the previous videos, you'll know that I've been through ups and downs. You know that I will have droughts and times where I felt conflicted. But right now, I feel close to God and I feel at peace. I may not feel ecstatic the way that I want to feel, but I feel good. This is also a flower that I was given from Isha, and Sadhguru had blessed it. So I don't know if it's this flower. Thank you very much, flower. But yeah, I think the artist's way, all in all, has got me to appreciate even slightly more material stuff. Like the way she says, buy yourself a new mug, buy yourself new socks, throw away your old stuff. Like, I never thought materialness had anything to do with it, but it does. It doesn't say that you rely on materialism, but there are certain things that if you fill your space with these kind of things, they have meanings, they have resemblances. Um, and yeah, I really love that. Buying myself a mug that makes me feel happy. And when I drink it, I guess it kind of sort of interacts with my artist. I'm speaking to my inner artist. Um, and yeah, I guess I used to think that I was wishy-washy stuff, and now I kind of appreciate it for what it is. So yeah, I missed the artist pages this morning, which is kind of bad because it's the last day. Anyway, I'm going to do them now. It's just because it was a late night, and I guess I just didn't somehow forgot, which is crazy considering I've never forgot to do them. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I think what do I take from Artist Way all overall? I know I'll keep going in loops, but um, I think it's just knowing that it can be playful. I think it's the exploration that it gets you to do in tasks as well. When it asks you what are 5 other lives that you wanted to have, or 5 imaginary lives, and just something like that, a simple prompt can really spark so much in your brain. So I really love that. And yeah, as you can tell, I'm in a positive kind of way leaving this, which is nice. Yeah, I think it's opened me more to. I think one huge thing that this book has helped me with is it's helped me undo my negative core beliefs that I had about creating art and being an artist. I used to, like some of them, it's crazy, like some of the negative beliefs that it has, like, oh, being an artist is being broke, or, all these kind of stereotypes that we hear about how artistry, they just go into drugs and all of these things, right? I guess there's obviously truths about that, but um, it helps you really unwire those negative learnings and start to see creativity as a positive thing. And then I thought to myself, who was it that taught me that my creativity is a curse? Like, I don't know, but I definitely was living as if my creativity was a problem. It was not helping others. And now I started to live as if this is the golden affirmation that I use, my creativity heals myself and others. Beautiful, right? So yeah, I love the way that this book entwines spirituality into creativity. I really love that. And especially for me, I don't know how this is resonating with so many different people, but for me, it is straight up my street. So yeah, that's wicked. I think that it really speaks to my heart. And I guess I could talk about let's see. I guess I would talk about. I'm just trying to think if there's anything I want to talk about off the bat. Nothing really, but I think it's just the idea of creating your own reality, the idea of being able to, you know, being a creator is a very big privilege. Like, you get to shape and redesign your reality. And obviously, it talks about law of attraction, but not in a superficial way, but in the way that is pretty obvious. If you're an artist, then you can start to design a different life as well. I don't know. It just makes sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to many people, but yeah, if you resonate with it, then cool. So yeah, how many days of morning pages did I do? I did 6 out of 7. The experience has been pretty good recently, I would say. Especially since I think I mentioned in the last vlog, but I had kind of an experience where I felt a bit closer to God recently, and I think in those moments, it's all I want really for my life is just to feel that connection. So yeah, I've started doing my amala again, so which is like prayer beads, and that's been helping me sort of feel connected. Um, did I do my artist date this week? Yes, I actually watched a documentary about Leonardo da Vinci that I've been meaning to watch for a while. And my plan was to color in whilst watching it, but I couldn't focus, so I just watched the documentary. And yeah, that guy is very, very fucking interesting, man. I feel like he is a true artist in every sense. He expanded in so many different fields, and it made me realize that it's exactly what I'm going for. Being able to expand in so many different fields, not confine myself to one role, is a pretty incredible thing. What he did, and I'm sure there's probably so many secrets that I don't know about him. But yeah, sick guy. I had a feeling that I wanted to look into him, and so finally got around to it. And thank you for the artist date. Will I continue my artist dates? Yes, yes. Especially in times where I feel a bit dry for inspiration. Maybe I'll set myself a full month of artist dates. Once every week. And yeah, I think bro, it just doesn't take much, does it? It's just 1 hour slot every week or 2 hour slot every week. And in that time slot, take yourself on a fucking date. Do it. Do it. Life is an artist date, as the book says. So yeah. Did you experience any synchronicity? What was it? Yes. I mean, this is a weird synchronicity, but I I was craving Jamaican food. I think because I was making a song, and I started to, rap in a patois kind of lingo, and I don't know where it came from, but I was just running with the playfulness of it. I definitely felt like, I don't know if I can actually get away with doing this, but it sounded sick. Anyway, as I was doing that, I was craving Jamaican food, and I said to Mo, my housemate, let's go get Jamaican food. My other housemate, James, is actually in a family trip. I have God knows idea where he is in the UK. I thought he was in Brighton. Turns out he's in Bristol. He FaceTimes me out of nowhere, which he hardly ever does. And he's just like, yo, guess what? I'm in Jamaican. And literally, as he's saying that, me and Mo are just about to walk into a Jamaican place. And what are the chances? James, it's not like James goes to eat Jamaican every day. And he's with his family as well. And not only that, but as soon as he said he was in a Jamaican place, and I had no idea where he was, I knew that he was going to pan to my friend Aaron, who owns a Jamaican food shop in Bristol, who I've been meaning to, he's my friend from acting school in Birmingham when I used to go to Birmingham. And I was like, holy fucking shit, it's going to pan to Aaron, and it did pan to Aaron. It was good to see him, really good to see him in that brief moment. But yeah, it was a bit crazy because we were literally just outside a Jamaican spot. So wait, it's just so crazy because I knew he was going to be there. I don't know if this is the kind of synchronicity that it's asking me about, but it was synchronicity for sure. Were there any significant issues this week that you consider for your recovery? Not really, no. I've had ups and downs, and I feel like I've felt okay throughout those ups and downs recently. So yeah, I think it's just about sticking to creating work and getting more consistent. I think some of my fears are that I will I'll put my work out there and I'll show people, and then I'll get depressed again, or I'll become a bit more of a hermit and forget how to make work again. I think that's a bit of my thing. Is that I think I'll worry that I'll get found out for being a phony while I'm out there, which is so silly because it comes from the source, and it will come from the source when it comes from the source. So I guess it's not silly. It's a rational fear, but it's okay, man. You just got to share your work anyway. So what? What if that was your gift to the world? Even just those couple songs, and that one song was going to change somebody's life. You don't know. You really never know. You really, really never know. So that's it. Just make the songs, put it out there. Make a film script, shoot a film, enjoy the process, find good people, keep going, man. I feel like that's what road I'm on. That's what path I'm on. So I'm excited to see the magic that unfolds from there. I haven't been doing much acting recently. I feel like that's something I'm ready to do again, even though the last time I did a session it kind of sucked because I felt very in my head. But we're ready for more opportunities. We're ready for more. There's no such thing as failure. So yeah, as a recovering, it says here, as a recovering creative, You've now put in many hours for your recovery over these 3 months, changing rapidly as you grew. From your recovery to continue, you require a commitment to basically it gives you a contract to continue the artist pages for a further 90 days and the artist dates for a further 90 days. I've chosen to like take a little break because I don't know. I kind of want to see, my commitment was to do the full 12 weeks, and I kind of want to see what it is like again without those things. And I'm definitely open to using those tools any point in my life, even if I feel like actually I was more in a better state when I was doing those things. I'll jump back into it. But yeah, I think for now I'm going to postpone that commitment, and I'm going to continue to create. I may potentially continue the morning pages, especially even at night where I've just got stuff on my brain. And yeah, we'll see where it goes. But I think certain mornings I might be inspired to do some morning pages. I might be inspired to do an artist date. I think just taking the artist date seriously though, like just putting phone on silent and blocking that time out, it's absolutely cool. So yeah, just trying to think if there's anything from the reading that I really enjoyed today. I think there was. Our resistance to our creativity is a form of self-destruction. Yes, yes, yes. We are not accustomed to thinking that God's will for us and our own inner dreams can coincide. That is true. We often think that God's will for us is different than our creative dreams, but who knows? Maybe they're one and the same. The universe will always support affirmative action. Our truest dream for ourselves is always God's will for us. I thought it was debatable, but I respect it, and I like that. By trusting, we learn to trust. True. You can't learn to trust by thinking about trusting. You gotta trust. So yeah, I really like the chapter on mystery where it says creativity is like human life itself, begins in darkness. All too often we try to push, pull, outline, and control the ideas instead of letting them grow organically. The creative process is a process of surrender, not control. Mystery is at the heart of creativity, that and surprise. Now, to be creative is to be productive, but by cooperating with the creative process, not forcing it. I really, really like that. I really resonate with that because, so far the book's been about, I guess, getting art out, and this is actually a reminder that it's not about forcing those ideas again. Sometimes it's about letting that marinate, let that shit marinate, so you can throw it on the barbecue one day and boom. So the truth is that how to raise the best ideas. So to raise the best ideas, let them grow in the dark and mystery, let them form on the roof of our consciousness, let them hit the page in droplets. Spiritual benefits accompany the practice of a hobby. That's facts. So if you're doing a hobby, you're going to get spiritual benefits because you're almost surrendering to the process most times. We serve our hobby, we are freed from our ego's demands, and allowed the experience of merging with a greater source. Yeah, I think that is honestly the artist's way. And I don't think did I update you on the fact that I didn't get the job? I don't know. I didn't get the job that I was applying for. I think I already updated you probably. Anyway, it doesn't matter because we're on to bigger and better things. And what I'm discovering is through my music process, I guess what I like is surprising myself. That's what I love to do. Surprising myself. I don't know what's going to unfold in this thing, and it's going to reveal itself to me. And I think that's what you do in the morning pages, really. You're letting it to reveal itself to you. Some days are kind of shit with the morning pages. You don't really get any insights. And in the odd day is like, wow, there's insights. But I still just keep doing. I think it's such a beautiful process. Honestly, thank you, Julia Cameron. You have been so fucking amazing in designing this course. Really, it's been good for therapy. It's really been good for spiritual help. And yeah, getting me back on my track. So yeah, it's been awesome. What do I have left to do? I'm going to have to get back into film scripts again. I'm going to have to write stories again. But yeah, I think all in all, this has really helped the way that I see my artistic process. So who knows, maybe we'll revisit this. I think there's still things that I actually wanted to just really quickly read. So the things that I wanted to do is create an artist fort at home. So it could be like a little tent in my room where that's my little artist room for my own shelter. And I really want to do that, even though it will kind of look a bit shabby, I think maybe, but who knows, it might look cool. So I want to create that. I want to create an artist prayer. I've already done that, so that's cool. I want to create some mood boards and vision boards based off my interest in imaginary lives. I think like that would be really cool, to be honest. I think I haven't done as much as when she's talking about, make this, make visual thing, make this mood board. I haven't actually really done those practical things. So I think I should definitely do something like that. And I think what I really love is she said create a God jar. A jar or a container or something to put in your fears, your resentments, your hopes, your dreams, your worries. Put it into that. And I really love that because that's like saying, I'm having all these things on my mind. I'm going to put it into this jar, and God is going to take care of it. God has got it because it's in this jar. So it's a process of surrender, which I'm going to look at making very soon. So yeah, all right. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I really do need to get better at articulating and structuring the way that I speak in these videos. But for now, this will do. I think this is just for me, but maybe who knows? Maybe it'll go out there or something like that, and I'll become a new Dochi or something. Who knows? All right, peace.